Most people think of Social Security as an individual decision. You reach a certain age, you file, you get your check. But after years of working with married couples approaching retirement, I've learned that treating Social Security as a solo decision is one of the most expensive mistakes you can make. Because here's the thing, the way Social Security works for married couples is fundamentally different than it works for individuals, and the decisions you make together or fail to make together can mean a difference of hundreds of thousands of dollars over your lifetime. Hi, I'm Mark Fonville, CEO and a certified financial planner at Covenant Wealth Advisors here in Richmond, Virginia. Today, I'm going to walk you through exactly how Social Security works for married couples, including spousal benefits, survivor benefits, and the coordination strategies that can help you maximize your household income over your entire retirement. Before we dive into the strategies, let me quickly explain how your benefit is calculated, because this forms the foundation of everything else we'll discuss. Social Security looks at your highest 35 years of earnings adjusted for inflation and calculates something called your primary insurance amount, or PIA. Your PIA is simply the monthly benefit you'd receive if you claim at your full retirement age, which is 67 for most people planning retirement today. Now, here's where timing matters. If you claim before your full retirement age, say at 62, your benefit is permanently reduced by about 30%. If you wait until age 70, you get delayed retirement credits of 8% per year, which means your benefit could be about 24% higher than your PIA. Let me put some numbers to this. If your PIA is $2,500 per month at age 67, claiming at 62 might give you roughly $1,750. But waiting until 70 could mean roughly $3,100 per month. That's a significant swing, and it becomes even more significant when we start talking about how it affects your spouse. So let's talk about spousal benefits, because this is where married couples get a distinct advantage in the Social Security system. Here's the basic rule. A spouse can receive up to 50% of the higher earning spouse's primary insurance amount. This is designed to provide income for spouses who either didn't work outside the home or earned significantly less during their career. Let me walk you through an example. Let's say John has a PIA of $3,000 per month. His wife Sarah either didn't work or has a very small benefit of her own, maybe $400 per month. Under the spousal benefit rules, Sarah could receive up to $1,500 per month, which is half of John's $3,000 PIA. Now, here's an important nuance that trips a lot of people up. The 50% spousal benefit is based on the worker's PIA, not on what they're actually receiving. So even if John waits until 70 and gets $3,720 per month, Sarah's spousal benefit is still capped at $1,500, which is half of the original $3,000 PIA. The delayed retirement credits don't increase the spousal benefit. There's also a timing consideration. If Sarah claims her spousal benefit before her own full retirement age, it gets permanently reduced. Claiming at 62 when your FRA is 67 means the spousal benefit drops to about 32.5% of the worker's PIA instead of 50%. So using our example, that's roughly $975 per month instead of $1,500. And here's one more critical point. For Sarah to receive a spousal benefit, John must have already filed for his own benefits. Under current rules, since 2016, you can't file and suspend to trigger spousal benefits while letting your own benefit grow. One spouse must actually be receiving benefits for the other to collect spousal benefits. Now, here's what most people miss, and this is really the key insight for married couples. Spousal benefits are helpful while both of you are alive, but survivor benefits are what really determines your household's long-term financial security. So here's how survivor benefits work. When one spouse passes away, the surviving spouse gets the higher of their own retirement benefit or a survivor benefit based on the deceased spouse's record. So only one, usually larger benefit continues. The smaller benefit just goes away. You don't get to keep both. So let's continue with John and Sarah. Let's say John is receiving $3,720 per month because he waited until 70, and Sarah is receiving $1,500 spousal benefit. Their household income from Social Security is $5,220 per month if John passes away first. So Sarah steps up to receive John's $3,720 benefit. Her $1,500 benefit goes away. The household income drops by nearly 30%, but Sarah still has that $3,720 coming in every month for the rest of her life. Now, contrast that with a scenario where John claimed at 62 and was only receiving about $2,100 per month. When he passes, Sarah's survivor benefit would be based on John's reduced claiming decision and capped at no more than about 82.5% of his $3,000 PIA, roughly $2,475 per month in this example, if she claims at her survivor full retirement age, rather than the full $3,000. John's early claiming decision permanently reduced Sarah's survivor benefit. This is why I often tell couples that the higher earner's claiming decision is really a decision about how much guaranteed income the surviving spouse will have. And statistically, one of you is going to outlive the other, potentially by many years. When we run projections for clients, the higher earner delaying to 70 often produces significantly more household income over both lifetimes, especially when you account for the survivor benefit. So with that context, let me share one of the most common strategies we see for married couples with different earnings histories. It's sometimes called the split strategy or staggered claiming strategy. The basic idea is this: the spouse with the lower benefit claims earlier, while the spouse with the higher benefit delays as long as possible, ideally to age 70. So here's why this often makes sense. Let's say the lower earning spouse claims at their full retirement age of 67. That provides immediate income to the household, which can help bridge the gap while the higher earner continues to delay. Meanwhile, every year the higher earner delays past 67, their benefit grows by 8%. The math tends to favor this approach because you're maximizing the larger benefit, which is the one that will matter most in the long run for the survivor. Delaying the smaller benefit doesn't provide as much bang for the buck. Now, a counterpoint to this strategy assumes you can actually afford to delay. If you need both incomes immediately to cover expenses, or if the higher earner has serious health concerns and a shortened life expectancy, the calculus changes. This is where having a comprehensive retirement plan matters, because the right Social Security strategy really depends entirely on your specific situation, your health, your other assets, your expenses, and your goals. Now, what if both spouses have similar earnings records? This is increasingly common in dual income households. In this case, spousal benefits may not come into play at all because each spouse's own benefit exceeds what they get as a spousal benefit. Remember, you get the higher of your own benefit or the spousal benefit, but not both. For these couples, the analysis shifts to coordinating timing for cash flow and survivor protection. If both spouses have strong benefits and good health, delaying both to 70 can maximize total lifetime income. The probability that at least one member of a 65-year-old couple lives to age 90 is nearly 50%. So the actuarial math often favors waiting. But again, this depends on your situation. If you have other assets you can draw from between, say, 62 and 70, that gives you more flexibility. If you're dependent on Social Security for cash flow, you may need to claim earlier. So here's the takeaway. Social Security for married couples isn't about finding the age that maximizes one person's benefit. It's about coordinating your decisions to maximize your household's income over both of your lifetimes, with special attention to protecting the surviving spouse. The higher earner's decision is often the most impactful because it determines the survivor benefit. The spousal benefit provides valuable income during your joint lives, but it's the survivor benefit that provides Security for whoever lives longest. And remember, the right strategy for you depends on factors beyond just Social Security: your health, your retirement income, your tax situation, and your overall financial plan. Social Security should fit into your broader retirement strategy, not drive it. So here's a call to action for you. If you'd like help thinking through how Social Security fits into your overall retirement plan, you can schedule a complimentary consultation with our team at Covenant Wealth Advisors. Just visit our website at covenantwealthadvisors.com or just click the link in the description below. If you found this helpful, please share it with someone who's planning for retirement and subscribe to the channel for more insights like this. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.